Hey, now we are at Larry MacPhail, and Larry MacPhail. It's interesting about Larry MacPhail. Take my glasses off. I don't know if he's a good Hall of Famer. He was an executive. He brought night baseball to Major League Baseball, which obviously is important. But let's be honest, J.L. Wilkinson, Hall of Famer from the Monarchs, really is the one that invented that idea. In addition to that, he, like a little like Bill Veeck, decided like we need to make baseball fun. It's not a sport. We need to market it to the kids, to the women. He created like children's night and women's night. Great ideas as well. Another thing he did was hire Red Barber for the Brooklyn Dodgers. And basically, he opened up the world of baseball to the radio. You could argue he was the one. Finally, he, along with Dan Topping and I forgot the other, Del Webb, I think, bought the New York Yankees from Jacob Rupert and basically helped build the dynasty that they became in the 1950s. I don't know if he was solely responsible for that. You could argue George Weiss was involved with that. Dan Topping was involved with that. Maybe potential Hall of Famers. Yeah, well, Weiss obviously is in the Hall of Famer. But regardless, he's in, so we need the autograph. And as everyone knows, he is currently, I think Guerrero will join him one day, but currently the only father-son duo in the Baseball Hall of Fame. And it's interesting because of the fact that obviously he and his son Lee are in as executives, not in as players. So let's go take a look at the autograph analysis of the one and only Mr. Larry MacPhail. So let me share my screen as I always do. And as we're going to start the baseball. Now, this is the PSA database. And let me start with this baseball right here. And I got to be honest, I am not a fan of this baseball. I really don't see single sign baseballs of Larry MacPhail. He died after he got enough. Sorry, he passed away before he was in the Hall of Fame. So there are no Hall of Fame baseballs out there. There are no Hall of Fame plaques out there. I'll tell you what I don't like about this baseball, and we'll look at it a little bit compared to what I do like. So, yes, it's very common that he signed like see this L connecting to the A. And I don't know why we're coming up on this one first. That's very rare for that. In addition to that, just like the MacPhail, there's two dots underneath here. It's again very uncommon. It has some characteristics, but you can see, for example, right here, and we'll get to it when he signed straight down, kind of like this, but he signed more straight, not leaning to the left or anything like this. And you rarely ever find this kind of like L to an A. So just be really weary of those single sign baseballs out there like this one. Again, this is a great vintage Larry MacPhail baseball. This is what you want to baseball. This is a government postcard. You can tell by this right here. This is what you want to see. You see the double L. He sort of got rid of this double L. This is a very vintage. So when I say double L, the double LS loop and signed Larry. He signed usually the highest points of his autograph are going to be the L, the M, and this P right here. You see how it slants to the left? That's really what you want to see. He had a very distinct P, as you can see right here. And again, he came down very hard on his autograph. See this down here, straight down, straight down. And it's not uncommon. We're going to look at more autographs where he signed on an upright 45-degree angle like this to the up. Now, this is what you're going to see more commonly. There's a lot of LS MacPhail autographs right here. And again, this one's good. You can see how he comes down really hard, though, right here. This is what you want to see. This is common. Again, the P right here, this is a little unique that the L is so much higher right here. But again, it's all good. The M should be raised. The A is raised here. Again, this is what you want to see. The P is atypical right here. But again, I like the L right here. I like how, again, it's up and down, really what you want to see in a Larry MacPhail autograph. Again, this is, again, more common. We talked about up and to the right, 45 degrees. He had a really interesting P, which you can see right here. You see how that's straight up and down the L S MacPhail right here. Yes, very common, one stroke all the way across. I want to talk about this one right here. So I used to own this autograph right here that you see in the PSA database. I bought it, and this is a great story. I bought it. The reason why I bought it, I was on eBay building up my collection, and it was listed as in the PSA cert, which I still have somewhere. I got to find it. Listed this as Lee MacPhail, and I bought it for $50. I'm like, I stole this. Then I got this autograph in person, and I realized, guess what? This is a stamp. This is not a real autograph. There's no live ink, and it's very, you can see how it's kind of feathered right here. But the real giveaway, you can see there's a break right here. You see that little space right here? He never took his pen off the paper. So when he signed autographs like this. So I don't know how many stamps are out there. You can see a little bit right here, like right here. This shouldn't be there. When you flipped it around, you could tell by the ink, it looked all the way through. It like it was a press right through. This was on kind of like ditto paper. It was a very thin paper, and you could tell just turning it around. I should have taken more pictures. We're talking almost 15 years ago that I owned this autograph. But yeah, this is a stamp. This is not good, and I wish PSA would take it off their database, but they won't. Again, more common what you're going to see here, live ink. You can see, again, the LS right here, straight down MacPhail, this really unique P, which I really do enjoy. That's probably my favorite part of his autograph right here. And again, these are all good autographs. This one came off, but again, good autographed as well. I mean, hopefully you're getting the feel of Larry MacPhail. Again, the P here, really unique. See how it like circles it around right here. And the L comes straight down. The Y comes straight down. This is what you want to see out of a Larry MacPhail autograph. And fortunately, he's not very forged. Again, he never played baseball. So it's not really like people are going out and trying to get his autograph at all. Go to the last one right here. Again, this is a beautiful government postcard. You can see from 1948. Again, you can see the beautiful P right here that we talked about, the L coming straight down like this. Sometimes you're going to get the underline right here. It's not very, very common. Something else to look for with the MacPhail, it kind of looks like a W. Do you see that right here? You see that W? Again, let's go back and look at a couple other ones. I forgot to mention that before. Again, not a fan of this baseball. I don't want to like this the whole thing. Just see how that L to the A coming in around like that. Just not a fan at all. The P is not really the unique that we want to see. Really not a fan of this at all. We talked about this one right here. You see how it almost looks like a W right here to the MacPhail, kind of like it's rounded. It's not a hard point. He doesn't sign up. It signs them. Doesn't like some of the M's usually when you see it. The M's sometimes will come across up here, up and down. Like think of Mickey Mantle. Like it's not like this with Larry MacPhail. The M really looks like a W. So that's something else to really look for. So again, this autograph just sold this year. It sold for $216. Good autograph. Nothing wrong with it. He is not an expensive autograph at all. I mean, I looked at eBay and I was kind of surprised. I think someone bought this. Again, I think this autograph is good. Nothing wrong with it. Someone paid $600 for that. Just in my opinion, they overspent. So don't be in a rush for Larry MacPhail. Hold out your time. I would buy a nice letter, just like REA right here. I mean, 216 is cheap in my opinion. This is a $300 letter, but this is all you need to pay. The fact that it's to George Kelly, another fellow Hall of Famer, is pretty cool in my opinion. My autograph as well. This is a signed minutes from the Norfolk when he owned with, I think, a potential Hall of Famer, Dan Topping. I don't think he's going to get in. The P, we could talk right here. It said the circle inside the P. It comes straight down. You see the W as well. So I think I picked this up for $125. Bill, the Hall of Fame autograph collector, and I bought a couple of these and we just split it. The first deal Bill and I ever did, it was for this Larry MacPhail autograph right here and another piece as well. So again, not a tough autograph at all. I don't want to spend a lot of time on him. Neither do I want to spend a lot of time on his son, although I have a great story about it, Lee MacPhail, who we'll talk about next. But as always, keep collecting.